Hey, YouTube, today we're talking President Obama and his views on marijuana and marijuana legalization. We haven't really heard a ton from Mr. Obama during his presidency about marijuana, medical marijuana, the legalization of marijuana. He didn't pursue states that legalized marijuana. He didn't pursue medical marijuana dispensaries and things like that, like some previous administrations had. However, he was largely kind of silent on the issue of marijuana. However, in an excellent interview with Rolling Stone magazine, President Obama said that marijuana use should be treated as a public health issue similar to tobacco or alcohol, and called the current patchwork of state and federal laws regarding the drug untenable. Okay, so Obama said it was untenable, and I really agree with that. It's kind of silly that like the federal government, which sort of controls all the states, says marijuana is illegal, but then you have individual states saying, "No, it's fine." And then which laws do we enforce, federal or state? It creates a big shit show in terms of like banking and things like that, because medical marijuana businesses, which are legal businesses in their states, like can't do banking, and it's just a big shit show. So Obama went on to say, "Look, I've been very clear about my belief that we should try to discourage substance abuse," Obama said, "and I am not somebody who believes that legalization is a panacea, but I do believe that treating this as a public health issue the same way we do with cigarettes or alcohol is a much smarter way to deal with it." Obama has made comments to this effect before. In a 2014 interview with the New Yorker magazine, Obama said that marijuana was less dangerous than alcohol in terms of its impact on the individual consumer. More recently, he told TV host Bill Maher, "I think we're going to have a lot more serious conversations about how we are treating marijuana and our drug laws generally." Obama also went on to state and reiterate that his longstanding position is that changing federal marijuana laws is not something the president can do unilaterally. Typically, how these classifications are changed are not done by a presidential edict, he said, but are done legislatively or through the DEA. As you might imagine, the DEA, whose job it is to historically enforce drug laws, is not always going to be on the cutting edge about these issues. And here's one funny thing: a lot of people criticize Obama for using his executive privilege, an executive pen or whatever you want to call it, more than he should have on things like Obamacare and really big issues. So, while I do think Obama has kind of a cool stance on weed, really we can't give him too much credit or say he's too cool on this, because really, if he wanted to, he could use his executive order probably and legalize it. But, it's just not an issue that's that important to him, obviously. The Drug Administration recently turned down a petition to lessen federal restrictions on marijuana, citing the drug's lack of acceptable medical use, what a laugh, and its quote unquote high potential for abuse. Congress could resolve the conflict between state and federal laws by amending the Federal Controlled Substance Act, but it has declined to do so. Marijuana legalization advocates have also been frustrated as what they see as Obama's unwillingness to use his bully pulpit to advocate for their cause. It would have been very helpful if he had taken more of a concrete positive action on the issue before it was almost time to vacate the Oval Office. And that was said by Tom Engel of the pro-legalization group Marijuana Majority. Lastly, in the Rolling Stone interview, Obama hinted that he may be more vocal on the issue once he leaves office. "I will have the opportunity as a private citizen to describe where I think we need to go on marijuana," he says. So we'll see what President Obama has to say about marijuana and the legalization of marijuana after he gets out of office. But it's looking like maybe, I don't know if it'll happen that soon, but it's looking like in 2017 that possibly could be the end of marijuana prohibition. We'll see what upcoming President Trump says about the issue. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for more videos. We will catch you on the next one.